Now, today I want to cover a little bit about how to set a goal. And I know it's really important to a lot of us that we do this at the first of the year. Some people call them New Year's resolutions. Well, I don't really do New Year's resolutions because in the past, I would always set them and then I would always quit by February because a lot of times my brain would turn them into they were so hard. I'd set myself up on such restrictions and denied myself. Like mine was always for weight loss. And what I did was always set myself up for failure, end up quitting. So I always decided that, or I have decided now that whenever I want to go for a goal, no matter what day it is, if it's Monday, January 1, or it's Monday, January whatever, 7th, 21st, or whatever it is in the month. Like I decided 2 days ago that I was going to start a new goal. And I want to share with you today on how to set a goal. Now, I've took my notes because I want to make sure that I'm including every single thing for you. Now, things like this I do share in my newsletter that I release once a week because I think it's important as we're on this journey that I have the plethora of information. I want to be able to share it with you. And of course, I want the opportunity to work with you one on one to help you reach the goals that you want in your life. But to get information and tips and tricks and little things that I have learned over the last 2 years, you can get the weekly newsletter. And I will drop that link below in the comments to this video. Or also, if I post this on Facebook, you'll see the link below in the comments that you can sign up for that newsletter. So, and that's actually something I sent out recently to the people who are already on the newsletter. So you may have already seen that information, but I want to cover it a little bit more in detail today in the video. So the simple steps of setting a goal is first, you're going to have to decide what you want. Now, and what I mean by that is we want a lot of stuff in our lives. Of course, I want to be rich. I want a new house. I want to lose, 5 pounds, whatever. We all have a lot of wants, but sometimes we don't even give ourselves the opportunity to look at the things that we want. Like I asked someone recently, one of my clients, what do you want? Well, I don't know. Well, if you don't know, then how are you going to create that in your life? How are you going to reach the goal if you don't even know what the goal is? It's like the blind leading the blind through the dark. You're never going to find what you're looking for. So it's time to sit down and start thinking about what you want. Take this opportunity, and you can do this in, I challenge clients to write down 25 things that you want, but also include 25 things that you already have, or not 25 additional. In the 25, you will do one that you want, one that you already have, but you still want. Now, that's an exercise that helps you refocus on things that it brings out the aspirations and things that you're looking to achieve. But for today, we're going to keep it a little bit shorter. I want you to write down 5 things that you want. Now, it may be better health. I want to lose weight. I want to buy a new home. I want to find a new job. I want to go back to school. Whatever it is, I want you to write 5 things down. That is your first step. Now, once you get those 5 things written down, I want you to take a quick glance at them and look at them and think about them. If I was to ask you, I have a magic wand and I could wave it in the air right now and give you your wish, what would your first wish be? That's step number 2. We're going to pick one of those as your goal that we're going to talk about today. Now, most commonly, I do work with weight loss clients. I am a certified life coach, so I can work with you on other things. But the majority of my clients, of course, come to me for their weight loss. I've lost over 75 pounds and kept it off for 2 years. I'm what you call your no gain coach because through the years, I lost the weight to only gain it back plus more. And I want to teach you that this will be the last time that you'll lose the weight and have to worry about gaining it back. So weight loss is what I'm going to talk to you about today. So, once we talk about the weight loss, and I've got a weird hair going on, y'all have to excuse me. It's just wanting to be right in my face. But today we're going to talk about weight loss and that being your goal. The next thing we're going to do is we need to put it in a measurable sentence, because it's really important that we know when we've actually completed that goal. We're also going to align it with a deadline. This gives even more focus to your brain to bring it down of what you actually want and when you want it by. Now, I will use me as an example. I have been in maintenance for over a year now. I've decided that at this point in time, I want to drop my current maintenance weight down to 11 more pounds. Now, you may think, but she's been in maintenance. Yes, I have. I've been very comfortable here, but I've chosen that I have a new goal for myself, a new challenge. Now, my brain may want to think, ooh, that's a stretch. Can you actually do that? Yes, I have the belief that I know using the tools that I will teach you, if we work together one-on-one, that will help you reach the goal like this that I'm giving an example to you for. So I've set my goal to lose 11 pounds. Now, and to make it in a measurable form, I'm going to align it with a deadline. I want to lose 11 pounds by July 1 of 2023. Now, my brain has even more focus on what the goal is. Now, one thing that I do in one-to-one sessions is I would take you through a process that we would break it down to how many months do we have left until that date, how many weeks, so how many pounds do we need to lose per week to reach our goal. It's also keeping my brain focused on, oh, okay, so I think that would be an impossible goal. That's actually possible, but it's stretching me. But I'm also, my brain's thinking, now you love the food that you eat and you teach people that you can eat food you love and lose weight. And I can also do this the same using this process. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to write down why we want to lose that weight and why we want to achieve that goal. Knowing your whys in weight loss really helps you understand, one of the first whys that I had when I weighed 215 pounds was I wanted to bend over and tie my shoes without losing my breath. Also, I wanted to climb a flight of stairs and be able to say, yeah, I'm here, without going, yeah, I'm here, with heavy breathing, and couldn't talk and be so embarrassed that I couldn't talk because I'd just done a flight of stairs, and it was not that many stairs, but I couldn't do it. So that was another one of my whys. Bringing the whys into focus again with your goal, your timeline, then you're constantly reminding your brain, hey, this is why we're doing this. This is why we're working on this. And I want you to take this opportunity to write down as many whys as you can think of. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is do goals and actions. What actions is it going to take for you to achieve these goals? Some people do call them do goals. I do call them that when I'm talking about things going on in my lives, because it's like a do, this is something I do that's going to reach the goal. You can also call them actions. What actions am I going to do to reach this goal? So some of my actions that I would actually write down for losing my weight, setting that goal, the time, I know why, what's the things that's going to get me there. One is I'm going to make my food plan every single day. I'm going to plan my food ahead because I'm going to show up in a place that I know that I'm showing up as my best self, thinking ahead of time instead of showing up to a meal and just eating whatever I want to. That doesn't put me in line with my goals. Now, like I said before, I still eat foods that I love. I just always plan them the day ahead. Lord, how many people can tell you I ate bologna sandwiches for lunch, pizza for dinner, and ate chocolate every single day and still lost 75 pounds? This chick. It's really about showing up and using your mindset about the food instead of really about the food. So once we put the goals down that we know, the do goals, the things that I know that will help me reach that goal, and I actually share three that are really simple to unfuck your diet brain. And it's three simple steps and tools that will get you towards losing weight. Those are three actions and tools that I share with you on my website. Right now, they may be under 5 tools, but I'm actually redoing those to make them more simplified to help you get past what's holding you back. Now, the next step we're going to talk about is looking at your obstacles, because so many of us have obstacles that we think that keep us from losing the weight. I don't know how to figure it out. I just ain't got time to do that. I'm going to have to go clean out my cabinets. Oh, that's just going to be so difficult. I never know when I get to take my lunch. I hear all these things every day from my clients. And what I want you to do with this process is just write down what your obstacles you think that keep you from losing the weight. Now, what we do with the obstacles is the next step. We create strategies that will help you figure out how to get through those obstacles. Simple steps that get you even closer to losing your weight. Because how do we lose weight? Making one simple change every day, one level up every day. That's how I lost my weight. Is I would look at what happened today and how can I level it up tomorrow? And some days it was just drinking as little as, hey, I could drink another half glass of water tomorrow, or I could drink one less soda. And my one less soda turned into, I no longer drink Cokes. I was raised on Coca-Colas. My dad had a Coke machine in the shop, and I would go down every day before lunch and dinner and grab a Coke and take them back and have it with a meal. Now, working with this process, doing this, leveling up for 2 years, I don't even drink soda anymore because I don't even want it. It's, I thought it was something that I had made so sexy that I thought I had to have a Coke. Even when I woke up from having my second child, I'm asking my husband, hey, can you go get me a Coke? Like that was something I thought I had to have. When actually I learned that water is really good, even though for years I hated the taste of water. But I've learned that to be towards my weight loss, I can still have a soda when I want. I just choose to not drink them anymore. They don't make my body feel good. And another downfall was they were rotting my teeth out. When I was drinking sodas, I was going to the dentist about every 3 months. The older we get, yeah, you get the picture. Things start happening. So once we have the actions, the do goals, the obstacles, and then we look at the strategies to work around them, then we can sit down and make a plan. And making a plan is planning our day, how we're going to incorporate all these things into the plan that will work for our weight loss. Now, when I work with clients one-to-one, we actually go through and simplify even more to make your daily plan to work for you for your weight loss. But I just want to talk to you just a few moments about, a lot of times when we pick our goals for our weight loss, our brains will begin to just spin out of control because it starts throwing up all those obstacles that we think that's going to keep us from losing the weight. Well, I've tried for years, but I would only gain it back. That's why I want to teach you the simple process to stop that yo-yo dieting cycle that we've done so many different times. I've done it. But 2 years ago, I found the simple answers and I applied the mindset with it about how I looked at my foods. I figured it out. And it's my no gain solution. And what it is, it will help you lose the weight. I apologize. I didn't know that was going to go off. I'm going to help you lose the weight and keep it off for the rest of your life. Now, I'm 53 years old. I eat what I love and I maintain my weight like a badass. But at this point in time, I have a new goal. So, of course, my brain is already spinning out about, but you're fine where you're at. Why do you think you want to do that? That's going to be difficult. No, it's not. I know what obstacles are there, and I've already created the strategies that I'm going to use to lose the weight. Now, just always remember the obstacles that we see are actually steps to the ladder to our success. I once heard an instructor teach that obstacles are only opportunities to the new successes. And that's the way that I look at it now. Whenever I see an obstacle, I think, you know what? That's a new opportunity to learn how to deal with it. And I know I can. Now, I'm not saying life is all rainbows, sunshines, and daisies. It's not. There are days that I have my shitty days, and my shitty brain shows up thinking, well, you just can't do it today. F it. It doesn't matter. But I have learned how to deal with that. And I want to teach you that also. I want to teach you how to have more consistency in doing this to get the goals that you want for your weight loss. Now, we have to understand that we have to open ourselves up at this point in time to failures. There's going to be days that we will have failures, and we've got to be willing to fail to move forward. As Brooke Castile says at the Life Coach School, that we have to fail forward. Failure is the road to our success. You know what? Because when we mess up, we can identify what was happening and the reasons that happened. And then how do we deal with it next time? Because we're creating that strategy to work around it. Now, something I've recently learned that I work with my clients on is talking about urges. Now, I've challenged myself to catch at least one urge a day. You'll see a jar back behind me. And sometimes I simplify things so much for my brain that it makes it very simple to accomplish. And that's what I want to teach you. And what I'm done is when I hear the call for food, then I stop myself and I check in and go, okay, what's going on? Why am I thinking I'm wanting food? Because I know, and one of the things that I will teach you with simple steps is I'm not going to eat until I'm hungry. I've learned, and I used to tell the story so much. I'm such an emotional eater. Well, listen up, sister. We're all emotional eaters. You are too. If you're eating when you're not hungry, you're an emotional eater. And what I mean by that is sometimes we have a feeling of discomfort, anxiety, even excitement, and we want to eat over it. For years, Honey and I, Eric, would plan trips on just where to go eat instead of ever thinking about, we might even be hungry then. But we based our foods because society has taught us to tie everything in our life to food. Ooh, that tastes so good. And the industry wants to feed you all these big servings now. Excuse me. Water. When you drink that much water, sometimes you just have to belch, and it just happens. So, and we have to remember that, we just get started with simple steps. And these simple steps, I'll offer you 3 of them that can help you get you started today. Because once we start getting the small wins, the small, simple steps, then we're just climbing the ladder to success to the goals that we want. Now, I just want you to understand something. Here's where I want you, yes, you, to be all in and understand this. The people who have success refuse to give up. And I want you to refuse to give up. I want you to be all in on you because I'm here to be all in on you. And that's what I want to teach you, how to do it for yourself to keep moving forward. Now, I hope this helped you somewhat today on how to set a goal. If you're still in some confusion, you want to get a little bit more details on how to set the goal for yourself, even for 2023, 2024, or even for the next month or 2. I want you to sign up for a strategy call with me. Let's figure it out. Let's get you on the path that you're looking for the new year. You want to lose the weight? Let's have a chat. I will share the 3 steps with you, the 3 simple tools, and even give you 2 more that'll get you to the road to success. Now, remember, For information, content, things like this, you just want to learn quick tips and you're not ready to talk to me, you can sign up for the newsletter. The link will be below this video that you can get this type of information for me to help you take small steps towards the weight loss that you want. Now, I hope you have a great day and I will talk to you later.